Hey guys, welcome back, and today we are repairing a Ronson Standard pocket lighter. And I believe this specific pocket lighter is the first gen. This specific lighter is in pretty rough shape. The flint wheel and the clutch spring are just rusted out. So let's get into cleaning that. We'll start by taking off the flint wheel screw or rivet, whatever you want to call it. In this case, it is a screw. It was so rusted in there that I had to gently hit it out. After that, of course, remove the snuffer and plunger from their place, along with the plunger spring, because it's just a little bit easier if you remove that. With most old lighters, including this one, the flint tube is always clogged. And as I said before, the clutch spring and flint wheel are pretty rusted out, so we'll have to clean those. So let's go ahead and take this flint wheel and clutch spring out of here. Check out the damage. Yep, pretty rusted out, pretty corroded out. Now just take a wire brush and clean it off to the best of your ability. And yes, of course, the clutch spring can also be cleaned off with a wire brush, but I honestly recommend using a alcohol wipe. It makes it a lot easier and does about the same thing. This is not needed, but I do recommend using a hard bristle brush and brushing off any grime before you drill out the hole. Also, make sure to take out the flint spring before you drill out the flint tube. Now just drill out the flint tube, just pretty much essentially clearing it out of any grime, and in my case there was a lot of it. You do not need to use a drill, you can definitely just use a tool like a small screwdriver. Here's the tiny piece of flint that started the whole clog, and that's all that's needed to start a clog, so just make sure that stays cleaned out. So here I'm just going to use a paper clip to make sure the flint tube is all cleared out, just so once I put it back together I don't come to find out that the flint doesn't meet the wheel and won't spark because of it. Now that the flint tube is cleared, we can start putting this lighter back together. The hardest part of putting it back together is making sure the clutch spring is in the right place and not backwards. Make sure the clutch spring is not backwards. That would cause the flint wheel to spin backwards, shooting sparks to the plunger instead of the wick. Now we just take the snuffer and the plunger and put them back in their original spot, or line them up the best you can. If anything's damaged, like the gear part of the plunger or snuffer, then you might have to buy additional parts for it. Now we can put the flint wheel rivet back into its original place, and I use the help of a mini screwdriver, just makes it a little bit easier. And of course, don't forget about the mini screw, because that's very important. If this screw isn't there, it can cause the rivet to fall out over time and over multiple uses. Then you can finally put in some flint and put the flint spring back in, and she's pretty much ready to run. Once you have everything together, always test to see if it sparks before you put fuel in. There you have it. She's done and ready to run. I did give her a nice wipe down after I restored it. Hope this video helped you repair your Ronson lighter or any lighter like it. If this video was helpful, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe for more content like this.